Hello, and welcome to Ice is Slippery, an unserious podcast about hockey brought to you by 1.5 hockey fans. My name is Kate, and I'm the hockey fan.
And my name is Fred. I'm half a hockey fan.
How are you today, Fred?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I am kind of tired. I didn't realize how all-encompassing the Olympics were.
No, apparently it's a lifestyle.
They've really taken over my life in a way that I hadn't anticipated them doing.
Yeah.
And we're not even watching like nearly close to everything.
No, not even close.
I think it's just when I pick a few sports, I go all in on them, and it's a lot.
Yeah. No, it's proven to be fantastic, exciting, and there's more than we can handle.
Yeah, it's so much that our daughter asked us to leave the house yesterday, and I think it's just because she wanted some time with the Olympics, not on the TV.
Yeah, it's been on constantly.
So we went to our friend's house and watched the Olympics. And it was fun, and it was cool.
Yeah.
So, I think let's just get right into the Olympic news and gossip, shall we?
We might as well. It's all we are now.
That's just who we are. Well, we usually start the podcast by talking about things that are going on around the hockey world. But since it's all Olympics all the time now, we'll just kind of switch it up a little bit and talk about, things that are happening in the Olympic Village instead, I guess. It's been a while since I really dialed in and watched the Olympics, and I forgot how gossipy and dramatic it can be. I think it's just because, there are so many sort of like niche sports, and like any kind of like niche hobby or sport or group or organization, there's always going to be drama.
There usually is. I mean, it goes with organization, I feel like. As soon as you're organized, like when I used to play bagpipes back in the day, like there was bagpipe controversy.
Oh, for sure.
So,
there's always just something. And then I think add in, sparkles, and it's just going to take a whole new level. Or actually add in like competition, and then it's going to get real bad.
Yeah, people can't with the competition.
So the first thing I'm going to talk about, though, didn't really have anything to do with competition. It was an infidelity scandal.
Oh, right.
So on Tuesday, Sturla Holm Lakerid from Norway won the bronze medal in the men's 20-kilometer biathlon. And he decided the best way to celebrate this victory was to tearfully declare that it was really hard to enjoy the medal because he wasn't able to share it with the love of his life. She didn't die or anything. They had been together for 3 months. And
that's the typical Olympic story.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Utter heartbreak.
Exactly. Yeah. No, he hadn't survived some terrible tragedy. It was, he dated a lady, and then 3 months in, he cheated on her, and she was like, okay, no, thank you, and dumped him and blocked him. And that was 3 months ago. But apparently it was so life ruining that he was really having a hard time enjoying the Olympics.
Yeah.
And being a bronze medalist.
It's so funny when people just say things that aren't like asked of them, and you're like, wow, you've just been thinking about this and you just had to get it out of your mouth. Like you just had to say it.
I think he thought he was like doing some big romantic gesture or something.
Oh, like she'd take him back?
Yeah, no, he was like, I think she like blocked him everywhere, and it was the only way he could get through to her. He's like, I'm sure she's not watching, but if she is, I would like her to know this was the biggest mistake of my life.
Wow.
And she has since given an interview on the condition that she remain anonymous. And she was like, yeah, I really wish he wouldn't have like dragged me into this. Like, right. I'm just trying to live my life. Like, what a fucking weirdo. And she's like, I'm just really grateful to my friends and family and all of the people who don't know me, who were supporting me. Because all of the women on the internet were like, ew, stop it, dude. Like, leave her alone.
Right. Yeah, no, and how long have they been together?
They were together for 3 months.
Oh, that's, yeah. Like, say 15-year marriage or something. That's maybe a little different if you're like pleading your case, but 3 months, crazy sauce.
And they broke up 3 months ago. So they've been apart as long as they were together.
Yeah, that guy's got problems. She should just get a preliminary injunction or whatever, a stay away from me thing.
Right? I don't know. He sounds unhinged. I mean, his sport is literally skiing and shooting a rifle. Like, it's a weird ass sport to begin with. Yep. So yeah, anyway, everyone was just kind of like, just why? Like, why would you just why?
No one saw that coming.
Nobody saw that coming, because how do you see that coming? You just don't. And it's like everybody on his team is like, why? Why is this what we are known for?
Right.
Speaking of cheating, there's a different kind of cheating scandal.
Look at you with the segue.
I do. I have some transitions here today for sure. So I know I said I wasn't going to learn anything about curling, but I have had to learn some to know what was happening because there's a curling cheating scandal.
Curling controversy.
I have still tried to learn as little as possible, so I won't actually know what any of these terms mean when I'm talking about it.
Okay. Well, we'll see if I do, because I didn't end up watching as much curling as I was hoping for.
You have a job and
I have a job and there's a lot of curling.
There's so much curling all the time and it's still happening.
Right.
It just keeps going.
It starts at like 3 a.m. and goes to like 3 a.m.
Yeah, I think I only ever watched like the finals of things before. And now I'm like watching qualifying rounds and I'm just like, oh my God, I have things to do.
It's like the first 40 games of the NHL season.
Kind of, yeah.
You're just like, oh, now they're going to really start.
It's like if you go from somebody who just watches the playoffs in hockey to like being a whole season person, it's like a big adjustment.
Yep.
It's a lifestyle change. So, okay, this is what I've learned. In curling, you release the handle of the stone before it reaches the hog line.
The hog line, right.
And once you've released it, you can touch the handle again before it reaches the hog line. But after the hog line, you can't touch it. And at no point can you touch the granite part of the stone.
Right.
So these are the rules.
Those are the rules.
On Friday the 13th, Oscar Eriksson from Team Sweden accused Canada's Mark Kennedy of touching the granite part of the stone. Video replays do appear to show Kennedy touching the granite.
He absolutely touched it.
He totally did.
I mean, it's like, I don't even know how you deny that. It'd be like, look, but I have eyes too. I see you touch it.
And this happened in front of the umpires, incidentally.
Yeah.
Like they were standing right there. So Eriksson was kind of like, hey, he just did that. Did you not see that he did that? And they're like, yeah, we saw it. And he's like, okay, but that's against the rules, right? And they're like, no. And he's like, okay, so I can do it too. And they're like, I guess.
That was the best part. He's like, I'm trying to clarify so I know if I can do it.
Yeah. And they're like, sure. And he's like, let's look at the rule book. So they went and they read the rule book and they're like, oh, yeah, no, he's not allowed to do that. He's like, cool. So what's going to happen? And they're like, well, nothing. The play's over. And he's like, okay, great. I guess we're just not enforcing rules anymore. So that's cool. And he talked after the match too, and it became clear that he said it's pretty rampant in the sport.
Especially with Canada. Yep.
But he was like, this is just happening. It's happening in all kinds of competitions. And it's just been a thing that's going on. And it just sounds like it's a thing where it's not like, it doesn't have a huge impact. It's like, faulting in tennis.
Yeah.
Where like, if you don't catch it, it doesn't really make a huge difference, but it is technically part of the rules. So like you should be enforcing it.
Yeah. It's in the rules for a reason. I can see that it's kind of like a last minute micro control after you've released the stone, possibly.
Yeah, but it was a rule. I don't think it's necessarily even that ambiguous, but it was ambiguous enough that the World Curling had to release a statement the next day that was like, here are the rules.
Yeah. I mean,
so everybody knows, and no player can be like, no, and no umpire can be like, I didn't understand.
Right.
And World Curling is like, and starting now, there will be 2 officials stationed, by the hog line to observe the release or whatever to make sure. And then sure enough, the very next day, Team Canada Women's was going. And I think like the very first release, they caught one of the Team Canada Women's touching the granite part of the stone.
They're too addicted. It's just a muscle memory for them.
I guess so. So they took the stone out. And then I think, I haven't had time to look into it, but it looks like now another team from another country maybe has had a stone taken out too.
Interesting. So people just been doing this shit.
People just been doing this shit. So it's a whole thing. Wow. So, but Team Canada was not happy about being accused. And then they started accusing Sweden of like purposely having somebody do video to catch them in the act as like some sort of premeditated plan to rattle them. Mm-hmm. And it's like, and it's against Olympic broadcasting rules to do that. And it's like,
oh, geez.
It's like they broke a rule and trying to catch us breaking a rule.
They didn't get express written consent from...
Right. But it was actually just like a media person who caught it. And so it was fine if they didn't break a rule.
But they were swearing. People did not like that.
Oh, yes. Now, Kennedy told Eriksson to fuck off several times. Yep. And so World Curling has issued a warning against him to not do that again.
Yeah.
Because, they couldn't do anything about the cheating in retrospect because...
Well, yeah, I guess, curling's considered kind of like a gentleman's sport.
It is.
Historically and even like now. And so they don't even have like provisions for dealing with stuff like this.
No, the provision is if you see somebody do something illegal, you tell them and then they watch the next 3.
Right.
And then if they don't see anything, they go, okay.
Right.
That's literally what they did.
No, they gotta revamp that rule book now. I feel like every Olympics too, curling gets more and more popular. Soon it will be, the national pastime.
That's really kind of what I'm hearing too online is everyone's like, oh yeah, now everybody's a curling expert. So
yeah, no, since like the middle of the 2000s, it's just seems, I have no facts on this. I haven't looked it up.
No facts, just vibes. The
vibes.
Ice is slippery mantra.
Yeah, but it has seemed like every time curling like gets a little popular, it kind of sticks, it kind of plateaus, and then they go like that for a while, and then the Olympics come, and then everybody's in.
Yep. I mean, that's what happens. I think the Olympics really bring a lot of things to the surface.
It is a great sport.
So you could say another form of cheating would be in scoring mishaps.
Okay, I could say that.
So in that case, there is another cheating scandal happening.
Oh, okay. Yes, I think you mentioned this to me.
Yes. So this is over in the figure skating category, specifically ice dancing.
Ice dancing, yep.
So to kind of give you the context of that one, the team figure skating event wrapped up and we moved on to individual categories. And the first one was ice dancing. So the first round of that is the rhythm dance, which is shorter. And so there are several, pairings that did that. And after the first round, the French team of Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Guillaume Cizeron were in first place by 0.46 points, followed by Americans Madison Chalk and Evan Bates. And then Canadians Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier were in third. And so that, move on to the second round, everybody else skates. And those would still be the top 3 pairs after the second round. They did their free dance, which is like the longer one.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes too long.
Yeah, you still have a hard time with that one. So Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier did their Vincent routine, which is like a classic of theirs. And they got the bronze medal. And nobody had any problems with that. It was really great routine. They did it really cleanly. People were very happy. Chalk and Bates did their sort of like sci-fi matador paso doble to paint it black, which we had liked the first time around.
Yep.
And they did a really clean skate on it. And
yeah, it was good. I still think I like the previous performance a little bit better, but there were aspects of this one that were like a little tighter.
Yeah. And it was, I think, totally clean and nothing happened that was bad or off. And it looked really good.
It was good. Yeah.
And then Baudry and Cizeron went for France and they had a very distinct wobble on the twizzle, which is such a stupid thing to say.
They wobbled on the twizzle.
They wobbled on the twizzle.
It was him, right?
It was him. He wobbled on the twizzle.
It wasn't the worst wobble we've seen. Certainly not the worst wobble we've seen.
Right.
But that would certainly affect, I know enough now to know that that's going to affect their overall score when they're competing for first and second.
Particularly the technical score.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone pretty much assumed that Chalk and Bates were going to get the gold after that.
Chalk and Bates.
But then the scores came in and the French skaters had a higher technical score and they ended up with the gold and Chalk and Bates ended up with the silver.
That is correct.
So later they released everybody's individual score sheets and it turns out that the French judge has scored Baudry and Cizeron 8 points higher, I think, than Chalk and Bates. So, or like 7.5 points higher.
Mm-hmm.
So a pretty significant amount. She had also given Chalk and Bates the lowest scores out of any of the judges. And it's just like the discrepancies are a lot.
Yeah.
And these are not the first times there have been judging discrepancies in figure skating. It's kind of like an ongoing issue.
I remember drama in this world as far back as I can remember.
Oh, yeah. There were, I think, like 20 years ago or so. It was like the Russian skaters won and it should have been the Canadians. And then one of the judges was like, the Russians pressured me or something. So they ended up giving out 2 gold medals that year. That was crazy.
So definitely something for people to look into.
Well, U.S. Figure Skating has come out and said that they're not going to launch a formal complaint or anything like that. But there is now talks that they'll be sort of looking into the system overall because the system is a problem. But people have pointed out that Chalk and Bates have actually benefited from the same system for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And that probably some of their golds aren't as super deserved as they should be.
Oh, snap.
Right. But the reason it's a problem is that because nobody likes Beaudry and Cizeron.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. They're the evil villains.
Yes.
Right.
So yeah, no, the French ice dancing team are considered the villains of the piece here.
Right.
So Beaudry previously skated for Canada with her longtime boyfriend, Nicholas Sorensen. And in 2024, he was investigated and suspended for sexual maltreatment regarding an assault he allegedly committed. He was basically banned from Canadian skating, but then the ban was overturned, but only because it was like a jurisdictional thing.
Legalities.
Yes, exactly. And Beaudry has vocally defended him and referred to herself in her career as collateral damage in the situation, which people have not found overly sympathetic.
Yeah. What does she mean by that?
Because since he was banned and then she was not allowed to skate with him anymore, so she lost her partner.
Yeah.
And then also because now that, her partner has been accused, her boyfriend has been accused of sexual assault or harassment or misconduct, that everybody has decided he's guilty and she thinks he's not guilty, and that it makes her look bad for defending him.
Oh, are they together?
Yes.
They're still together.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know this.
No, they're still together romantically.
Gotcha.
So yeah, he was her longtime skating partner, but they are still like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
So, and she defends him.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
People don't love that.
Sure.
And then also where she's like, what about me?
Yeah.
So yeah, they don't find her super sympathetic. And then Cizeron has been around in the ice dancing world forever. He was a longtime dancing partner with Gabrielle Papadakis, and they won a bunch of different medals together, including Olympic golds. And their partnership dissolved a few years ago. And she recently released a memoir where she described him as controlling, demanding, critical, and mentally dangerous. And he responded by putting out a cease and desist, which ended up, she used to commentate for NBC. And now NBC is like, we can't have you commentating when he's there because of like bias issues. So it's a big thing because people really like her and are like, ew about him. So yeah, people are like, obviously they're not happy that those two won the gold.
No.
So that's why it's like extra controversial.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. I did really like their performance. I don't know if it was better than Chalk and Bates or not, but whatever. I do like looking at them through that lens of like, they're the worst, nobody likes them, and they win gold. Like that, I don't know. That's still a fun story to me.
I mean, I can see that for sure. This is definitely, though, like the kind of Olympic figure skating drama that I remember from back in the day. And I'm like, yes, no, this is part of why I liked it back then. So I'm like, okay, yeah, no, this is all coming back to me. This feels very 90s coded again. So at least nobody's hitting anybody with a crowbar. So
at least we're not back there yet.
I know, right? Like, I guess that happens. And then, it's really hard to say if French athletes are more problematic or if biathletes are more problematic, because we also have a French biathlete causing problems.
Okay.
So, because the Norwegian biathlete was the issue earlier. Sure. I could tell you were confused, so I thought I'd explain.
I'm generally confused.
So, yes, Julia Simon won the gold in the women's 15-kilometer biathlon.
All right, hold on. Biathlon, cross-country skiing, set up and shoot. Cross-country ski, set up and shoot. Okay, yeah.
Yes. So Julia Simon is a French biathlete, and she won the gold in women's 15-kilometer. But not everyone on her team is necessarily happy for her. In October, she was convicted of committing credit card fraud against one of her teammates on the national team. She used the bank card of her teammate, Justine Brassé-Boucher, and spent more than $2,380. And she also made fraudulent purchases using the credit card of the team's physiotherapist. And the story came out in like 2023, and she didn't end up, I think probably pleading guilty or whatever she did until 2026. So for a long time, the story was out and everyone was on her side about it. And her teammate was painted as this like person who was super jealous of like her good teammate who had just had a really good season. And like her teammate was the victim of fraud.
It's so weird.
And she was getting all of this like online hate of like, oh, you're just jealous of her. And then they found photos of like the credit cards in Julia Simon's phone. She was like, oops, my bad. I guess I did it. I don't remember doing it, but I guess I did. So I must have.
Wow.
And that was her defense.
Wow. And
she received like a 6-month ban from the sport, but they suspended 5 months of it. So she was able to compete in the Olympics.
Yeah. They retained some of the salary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So And then, so yeah, she was able to compete in the Olympics. So she wins gold. It's the same race as her teammate who she stole from. And her teammate came in 80th.
She's 80th?
Yeah.
Oof.
So that's not super ideal.
No.
And then when she crossed the finish line after coming in first, she put her finger over her lips, like shh, to like silence all the haters, basically.
Oh, is that what that means? Okay.
Apparently, that's what it means according to the internet.
Okay.
And basically, rumor has it that the atmosphere on the French team is super toxic, which I am not surprised by.
I mean, that's just the weirdest thing ever. Like, how do you do that to somebody like you're on a team with and know and hang out with and have to do stuff with?
Yeah, like if you're close enough to her to get to her credit card details.
Right.
Like, I mean, I have people who are very close friends that I've never been close enough to them to be like access their credit card. Not like I would do anything with that in the first place, but like,
yeah,
that's wild.
No,
to me.
I just imagine like, me in a cubicle, somebody sitting next to me, my career, right? And I steal their credit card and do 2,300, you said?
Yeah.
That's not insubstantial.
I know, right?
And then we just keep going to work and I'm like, oh yeah, whoops, my bad.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
No, it's so weird to me.
But they're French, right?
They're French.
Things are different there.
Apparently they are.
I don't know the French legal system.
I don't know either.
Maybe credit card fraud's just like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, did you do a credit card fraud? Whoops, you're bad.
I know. Oh no.
Yeah.
Same all.
Well, that one's wild. I hadn't heard that, obviously.
That one is pretty wild. And then I thought I would end on a sort of more lighthearted scandal.
Okay.
So here's the thing that I've learned. Male ski jumpers must wear extremely tight-fitting suits that are no more than 4 centimeters larger than their body measurements at any point. And this is because a bigger, baggier suit catches more wind and provides more lift during flight than a smaller one. And one of the most advantageous places to enlarge a ski jumper suit is in the crotch area.
Okay.
Adding just a centimeter of fabric to the circumference of that area increases flight distance by about 2.8 meters or 9 feet. So to fit suits, ski jumpers undergo 3D body scans to get fitted for their suits. So they can't just like stuff things down their pants to try to like mess with the...
Oh, okay.
Which I guess was a thing they used to do back in the day.
Really?
Apparently.
Okay.
So now there's a rumor that some skiers are engaging with what they call genital doping, where they inject their penis with hyaluronic acid to plump it before they do the 3D scans. And then their penis will shrink again. So then they have more room in the suits.
So, oh my God. I love that.
Yes.
That's like F1 levels of like conspiracy.
Yes, this was like published in, I think, a German tabloid. And I guess there has been investigation into it. And there is no proof to substantiate the claims, but it's been dubbed Crotchgate. Wow. And it is a whole thing of our ski jumpers injecting hyaluronic acid into their penises. To gain an advantage in ski jumping.
If it gives them an advantage and that's not going to show up on like a doping thing, then I'm going to guarantee they're absolutely doing it.
Listen, hyaluronic acid, great for skincare. So,
is it? All right.
Yeah, I don't think it's FDA approved for the other thing, though.
No, probably not.
So, yeah, I wouldn't take a risk injecting it genitally.
I don't think I would take that risk for anything.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
So I just thought that was maybe a little bit more of a silly, lighthearted scandal after some of the more serious ones.
I guess it's silly. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's silly for me because I don't have a penis. So
yeah, no, I'm just like, ugh.
I just feel like it's funny.
Oh, no thanks.
I don't know. I just love that it's like they know the science on like, if you have an extra inch of fabric in your crotch, you can go 9 feet farther in a ski jump.
It's crazy.
Physics is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I would have paid way more attention in high school physics if those were the kinds of questions I was getting.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to find a way to interest the kids, I guess.
Yep. Sports science is super advanced.
It sure is, I guess. All right. Well, that's all of the Olympic news I had. So let's move into sort of the sports we're talking about.
Okay.
We talked about the ice dancing results earlier, but I think we should also touch base on the men's figure skating results. And I wouldn't say that this was necessarily a controversy, but it was certainly unexpected. On Tuesday, the men's figure skating short program took place. 29 people competed, and the top 24 would move on to the next round. And there were some standout performances in there, including Maxim Naumov and Andrei Torgashev from the United States. I also remember really liking Denis Vasilyevs from Latvia. By the end of the day, the top three were Ilya Malinin, Yuma Kageyama from Japan, and Adam Xiaohimfa from France. And Malinin had a pretty solid program and a 5-point lead over Kageyama. So he was in a really good position after having kind of a rocky start in the team event.
Yeah, no, he was. And he looked better and just more relaxed when he showed up, at least on the ice.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was a good change. On Friday, we had the men's free skate, and the nerves were definitely getting to people. There were a lot of falls right from the beginning, sort of in the, lower seeds. But some people really showed up. Steven Gogolev from Canada had a really good showing. And then Mikhail Shidorov from Kazakhstan, who came into the day in 5th place, had a super clean skate, really sort of high technical difficulty, and he nailed all the elements and just obliterated his personal best.
Yeah, he was 8 points higher than his
I think so.
His personal best, which you can't ask for anything better. I went to the Olympics and crushed my personal best.
Even if you don't get on the podium,
right.
That just is such an accomplishment in and of itself. It's I went and I did the best I've ever done.
I'd be happy with that.
By a lot. So after him, there were just 4 skaters left. There was an Italian skater who didn't do as well as he did. So,
So he didn't get in front of him.
He didn't get in front of him. Then there was Adam Xiaohimfa from France who skated and also failed to pass him, which meant that Misha was guaranteed a bronze.
Yeah.
And you saw the camera on his face when that was kind of happening. And you saw the realization happen in real time.
They left it. They had to leave it on him a long time.
There was a long processing time before it finally sunk in. And then he was like, wait, what the fuck?
I'm getting an Olympic medal.
I'm going to get a bronze. What the shit, dude? He was so, and he's young and he was just so overwhelmed and it was so sweet.
Yeah.
So then Yuma Kageyama came up and we really liked him during the team event. His short program or his skate program was great.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, he's just super cute and charming.
It was super clean, super smooth. It was all good.
Yeah, he was awesome in the team event. And then he came up and he just took several tumbles.
Yep.
And all of a sudden we were like, oh shit, I think Misha from Kazakhstan's going to get a silver.
It seemed like his was certainly better than what we were watching.
And sure enough, as we were watching, it came up and Yuma came in right after him. So yeah, he's in position to get a silver.
Now he's getting a silver.
All we have to do is watch Ilya Malinin skate. And surely Ilya Malinin is going to be fine, right?
Surely.
Ilya Malinin was not fine, guys.
No, it was not good.
It was really hard.
It was so hard to watch.
You had to keep leaving the room.
I mean, this whole day of men's skating was hard to watch.
I would literally pre-screen routines. I'd watch the first 3 or 4 jumps to see if they made them.
Right.
And then if they fell once or twice, I would just skip to the next routine because I'm they're not going to make it to the end. So I don't need to subject him to this.
Yeah, no, it was hugely challenging day for the men out there. And I just want them, even if they don't do well, I still don't want them to mess up or fall. Just do an okay skate or whatever. But it was just one after another.
Yeah, it was absolutely brutal out there. And Ilya Malinin, I think just all the pressure was piled up, before he skated, he was getting interviewed and it's are you going to do quads for all 7 of your jumps? And I think it just really got into his head because he just didn't land a bunch of his jumps and he fell a bunch of times. And as it kept going on, I was like, oh man, he might get a bronze. And you were like, babe, he's not going to even make the platform or the podium. And he did not, in fact, make the podium. He came in 8th.
Yeah.
And that meant Yuma Kageyama got the silver. Shun Sato, also from Japan, got the bronze.
Mm-hmm.
And that meant Mikhail Shidorov from Kazakhstan got the gold medal.
Yeah.
And once again, took him a while to process that. And then when he did, he was freaking out.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. And I will say Ilya Malinin, to his credit, immediately once sort of the score was announced, he got up and made a beeline for Misha and gave him a big hug and told him he deserved it. And some really good sportsmanship because, he's only 21. He can't have been feeling his most emotionally regulated.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, I love to see an underdog story at the Olympics, but obviously it's hard when it comes at the expense of.
I mean, yeah, it's always going to be someone's falling. But yeah, and I don't think Kazakhstan was on anyone's radar to like, let's follow this kid's story through here and see how he does in the finals, right?
No, I don't think so at all. And it was just such a shocker. But he really did skate like a beautiful program, and he did it like the best he's ever done it. And
yeah.
I mean, you could even tell, like, I think I got a little into his routine, and there was like some spin he did where Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski like made this like really appreciative noise. And that's when I called you back in, because I was like, I think this kid's doing something special.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of us knew how special it was going to be until everybody else skated and could not do it. So it was crazy.
Didn't Johnny say too, like the kid's not like that artistic yet?
Yeah, he says like he's great technically when he can nail it technically, which he can't always do. But the artistry is something he's still growing into, and he thinks in a couple of years the artistry will be there. So, this is just gonna, I guess, give him something to fuel him to keep on getting there.
The new Malinin rival.
It's crazy. So since this is actually a hockey podcast and not an Olympic podcast, we should probably talk about hockey at some point. But before that, was there anything you wanted to cover in Fred's corner of stuff we haven't talked about yet?
I doubt it.
I was going to say that could also include Fred's curling corner or Fred's birding corner. And then I realized we're going to run out of corners very soon. Like you're such a corner hog.
Yeah. Well, no, there's not much. There's a couple things that I'll mention during hockey talk.
Okay.
So
right.
So there's that. The curling corner, yeah, I got outpaced by curling. Like I watch some replays here and there, but it's just too much. It's just too much.
Right. Yeah. Maybe once it gets into like the finals or something. Or
yeah.
I don't even know what. There's just so much of it.
But I would say this would have been a good year to get into curling if you were going to get into curling.
It seems like there's a lot going on.
Right. Yeah, no, it definitely does. And the coverage was great, honestly, for curling. So, and then Fred's birding corner, I'm up to 51 birds on the year now.
Yeah, you are.
Yep. So
kick ass.
I'll just leave it at that.
Well, to start, I'm going to update us on women's hockey. So as of today, the preliminary and quarterfinal rounds are complete, and we are down to the final 4 teams at the Olympics. The semifinals will kick off tomorrow, and the initial matchups will be USA versus Sweden and Canada versus Switzerland. And the medal games are set for Thursday the 19th. So in the morning, the 2 losing teams from tomorrow's matchups will play to see who takes bronze. And then in the afternoon, the 2 winning teams from tomorrow's matchups will play for gold and silver. And I will say that Team USA has been dominant so far. They've been outscoring their opponents 26-1, which is kind of a lot.
For hockey, it's nuts.
But as of yesterday, Marie-Philippe Poulin is back in for Canada, so you cannot count them out.
Oh, okay.
Yet.
She's back. Good. Yeah, that was having her not around. I thought maybe they were resting her, but then she didn't play that other game, and I was like, oh, that's a very long rest.
Yeah, it's a long winter's nap for sure. So no, I'm happy she's back in, and I think that might give Canada a fighting chance. But U.S. women's looking pretty dominant.
They're absolute tank. No, wagon. That's
wagon.
We're supposed to say wagon.
Yes, I believe that is the parlance.
They are a wagon and a half. So tomorrow games matter.
Tomorrow games matter. So it's 4 teams, and then it will stay 4 teams, but it will give us the teams who are going to be battling for bronze and who are going to be battling for silver and gold.
Okay.
Men's hockey has now started, and we are currently in the final day of the preliminary group stage for the men's tournament. Essentially, the men are still working on reseeding, so their knockout rounds haven't even started yet.
Right.
So for Group A, Canada has officially swept Group A. They finished 3-0 after a dominant 10-2 win over France today. In Group B, Slovakia has been the surprise of the tournament, and they have clinched the top spot in their group over Italy, Sweden, and Finland.
Wow, that's wild, right?
It's pretty huge. And then in Group C, the USA is currently 2-0, and if they win against Germany today, they will clinch the top seed, and that game is on as we record this.
Oh my God, things are happening. We're not watching it.
I know. We'll just have to get caught up after this. See, it never ends. It's just constantly on.
It's torrential.
I know you can't plan around it. It's just the floodgates are always open.
Yep.
There have been some historical milestones already. So with his 3-point performance against France today, Sidney Crosby became Canada's all-time Olympic scorer in the NHL era. He now has 16 career Olympic points. 19-year-old Macklin Celebrini made history today as the first NHL player to score on a penalty shot in the Olympics.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll take that one. That's not too esoteric.
Yeah, no, he's the first NHL player to score on a penalty shot.
Boom, I like that.
It's pretty funny. He also said basically, he got the penalty. He took the penalty shot. He said afterwards he didn't know that anybody could have taken the penalty shot. He's like, I would have given it to Connor McDavid. But he made the shot and it was pretty sick.
That is cool.
It was like a cool camera angle on it too. I'll have to show it to you later.
Yeah.
And then Connor McDavid became the first player in the NHL era to score 3 points in 3 consecutive Olympic games to start a tournament.
That one's kind of boring.
All right, that's fine.
That one's a little esoteric.
That one's a little esoteric. Lots of stuff has been happening on the ice. Not all of it has been good. During the U.S. and Switzerland game, Tom Wilson and Kevin Fiala had a nasty collision. Kevin Fiala went into the ice and his leg was at a very bad angle.
Right.
You were in your office and I called you and I was like, something bad would happen. It's not good.
Yep, that was not good at all.
He was wheeled off the ice on a stretcher face down, which I've never seen before.
Well, they kept him in the same exact position that he was like laying on the ice in.
Yeah, I think it was
tried to.
Yeah, I think it was to not move that leg as much as possible.
Yeah.
And we originally found out he wouldn't be back for the rest of the Olympics. And now we've found out he won't be back for the rest of the season.
Yep.
And he's having surgery and that is not ideal. And I don't think this one was like Tom Wilson's fault. I think it was
I
a
guess
bad collision.
No, there was one angle that looked kind of questionable to me for 1 second, but everyone agrees Tom Wilson not a dirty player.
I mean, the one announcer Ace was like, he's not a dirty player in that way. It's like, what does that mean?
He's not known for being a dirty player in that way.
Like, in what way exactly? So, all right, I get it. Like, he's not known for purposely breaking bones, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy Swayman started against Denmark yesterday, and we were out of the house doing stuff, so we didn't see it live. But apparently a Denmark player casually tossed a puck in from center ice, and it just went right over Swayman's shoulder.
Yeah, I've seen some like people like reenacting this on Instagram, and it's very funny because they just stand there and there's a puck just sails right by them.
I've probably seen at least one of the ones you're talking about, and it was very funny. If it's the one we're thinking of.
Oh, man. So that's not good.
No, the U.S. still won 6-3, but it was not a great look. In other news, Jake Ottinger's there, Bill Guerin, so maybe have a look at him for future games.
I mean, Jim Nill's there too.
Right?
He could be like, that Ottinger guy's pretty good, right?
I mean, he's for a different team, but sure.
Oh, Jim Nill's what?
Jim Nill's Canadian.
No, he is?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
He's not from Texas?
No.
Oh, my God.
It's hockey. They're almost all Canadian.
I know they are. Yeah.
Finland had a pretty decisive 11-0 victory over Italy.
You think that was pretty decisive?
It was decisively decisive.
Moderately decisive?
Moderately decisive. After the game, Mikko Rantanen gave his stick to a kid in the arena, but then he had to come take it back. And the story is, that we've heard, I don't know if this is confirmed, but apparently the stick was like a prototype stick and he wasn't allowed to give it away to people because it's not released yet. So he had to come take the stick back. But then he gave his gloves to the kid and the kid seemed very happy about that. So,
yep.
But gosh, how mortifying. I would feel very bad if I gave something to a kid and had to come take it back.
Yeah, no, that's definitely rough. And yeah, I guess getting gloves is kind of cool, but it's not as cool as that stick would have been.
Probably. But I mean, I don't know. The kid seemed happy because he had like another kid with him who might have been his brother, and then they each got a glove and they seemed pretty stoked about that.
No, yeah, absolutely. And like he came back to like, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. So he righted the situation. So there was that. And then everyone on Team Canada is basically obsessed with Macklin Celebrini, and it's pretty cute. He's just like their adopted baby. He and Thomas Harley are all giggly with each other. Connor McDavid was hugging him from behind when Sidney Crosby scored his first goal at this Olympics. Nate McKinnon said about him, I mean, he's the truth. He's going to be the best player in this league for a long time. He might already be there.
Yeah.
Like when Nate McKinnon's describing you as the truth, like that's pretty hardcore.
I've never heard anybody use that turn of phrase, and it's very potent.
It is. And like, I feel like Nate McKinnon's going to have some sibling rivalry going on, like with the Sidney Crosby, because Sidney Crosby really likes Mac too.
Oh, sure.
So the fact that Nate is even like, I can't even hate the kid, like even though he is a usurper.
He's stealing my attention.
Exactly. Even though he's a usurper, I just don't think there's anything unlikable about this kid. So.
Yeah, no, and he's just come out and just is absolutely crushing it at this level.
He's one of the top scorers for Canada so far, and he's the youngest player in the tournament.
Yeah.
And everyone just talks about what a great game he plays and how he's so defensively responsible and how he's not afraid to like get in and do the dirty work. But he's also so skilled. And I'm just very happy for him.
He's the truth.
He is the truth.
I love that.
I know. It's such a fucking weird, intense thing to say.
It is.
So Nate. I love it. And then just some general off-ice news. The Olympics are all about the experience. And so obviously Nate McKinnon's really taking advantage of that. He had an interview at The Athletic and he said, I want to enjoy myself, but I'm not here to enjoy myself. And then when he was asked if he needed to take this whole experience in, he responded, no.
Man.
Just super normal behavior.
He's just, that's a person that just knows who they are.
Yeah, that is not fun.
And they are not fun, and that's fine.
Yeah, he's like, no, I am a super intense weirdo, and that's just who I am.
Nope, not here for fun.
Just here for work.
Yep. This is a business trip. He did attend a speed skating event with his teammates. And when the wave went around the arena, he did participate, even though it looked like he was being held at gunpoint. It was very much like a Frankenstein's monster was doing the wave. Yeah, that's how I didn't see it, but I would imagine that's how it looked.
Yeah, just like he's very large in the seat and his shoulders are all hunched up.
Yeah.
It's just very awkward. There was also a crash during the speed skating event, and there's a great reaction shot from Team Canada. Some of the players were kind of laughing a little bit. Sam Reinhart dramatically gasps and grabs Josh Morrissey's shoulder. It was just very cute.
It was a pretty gnarly crash.
It was a pretty gnarly
We did watch a couple speed skating things here.
We did. We have watched a few.
Yeah.
So, but we can't put it on the schedule. The schedule is full. It's over full. Team Canada has opted to stay at a 5-star hotel because the beds in the Olympic Village are apparently 3 iPads wide. We have learned from Elias Pettersson.
Yes, I love that measuring criteria.
Yeah, somebody on Reddit said, well, obviously they can't stay there. Sidney Crosby's ass is 6 iPads wide. But they are still enjoying the experience. They're taking the metro around town.
Yep, they were on the metro.
Yes.
People are losing their shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's so cute. Somebody, Thomas Harley was on there and somebody on Tumblr was like, there's just something so comforting about seeing old man Harley on the train. You know?
Right.
His preferred method of transportation. Speaking of Thomas Harley, he has scored a goal.
We love this for him.
So he shall now be known as Olympic goal scorer Thomas Harley.
Okay.
Has a good ring.
I'll allow it.
Seth Jarvis's friends have made it to Italy and they were spotted cheering on today's game, which is great. No word on where they're staying. I don't think they probably get the 5-star hotel privileges.
Probably not.
With Team Canada. That would probably ruin Nate's beauty sleep.
Yeah. Those guys are there to have fun.
Yeah, maybe they just got the rooms that Team Canada left behind in the village.
That's where the party is.
That's where the party is.
Yeah. I don't know how anybody, from what I've heard now, stays there and gets up in the morning to compete.
I mean, they ran out of condoms already.
Right.
But they didn't stock nearly enough.
What'd you say? It was only 40,000?
Or 10,000 or something. It was not a lot.
Yeah. Certainly not a lot.
It was just not enough condoms.
Just not enough.
A scandalously short amount of condoms. So yeah, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but compared to the past, it was not even remotely. I think it was 10,000 compared to Paris, which had 240,000.
Yeah.
Just come on, guys, get it together. And then finally, if you go to the Olympic athletes bio page on the website, there is audio of them pronouncing their names.
Oh, is there? That's cool.
There is. It's great. It's really helpful for, the international players, especially the Finnish players and things. But when it's the American and Canadian players, it's really funny because it's since their names are sort of so obvious, they kind of slow it down on the second time. But it just almost sounds like they're paging themselves at a bookstore. It's Thomas Harley, Thomas Hartley. Connor McDavid, Connor McDavid.
Your wife is looking for you. Can you please come to the front?
Exactly. It's just very strange. So I don't know. There's just something that's very entertaining about it for some reason. I could listen to it for hours.
No, that's
it's
great.
So stupid.
Maybe we should make a mix out of it.
We probably should.
Yep.
That's the funky remix version. I haven't listened to all of them yet. I'm wondering what Quinn Hughes' sounds like. Do you hear the ghosts? Like what's happening there?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I guess we will. So we'll have to go listen to some of those.
Yeah. Maybe make like a nighttime playlist.
I bet that would really help people with insomnia. Just listening to like American and Canadian hockey players reading their own names. It's got to be the most boring, like soothing, quiet thing in the world. Like I would fall asleep like 5 seconds in.
It's the new counting sheep.
Yes, counting hockey players. And I think that's pretty much all I got. So the Olympics are happening and they have taken over my life. And honestly, I think I'll be glad to go back to hockey because it's just one sport to keep track of.
Yeah, and not multiple games. Well, it is multiple games, but there's certainly less.
It's easier to keep track of when the teams have like names and it's not like countries. Like and like I can't think of them as like the Germans. It's not like the same. Like the Germans isn't the same as like the Sharks, Right.
So well, you just call them the Dreisaitls anyway.
That is true. I do call them the Dreisaitl. Finland is just the Dallas Finns.
Yeah.
So that's it. I just need to assign all of the teams like their own name based on the personality. Sweden's just the Nylanders.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Will Scam Nylanders.
Shoot. Fred's Birding Corner. Nylander uploaded a new video today. I got to check that out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't even watch the last one, honestly. Didn't grab me in the beginning. But yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we have some more things to watch in between various
I'm out.
Olympic things.
I'm so tired.
I think we have some pair skating on right now too. So
yeah. So you're not going to do like a breakdown of the games?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
There's just too many games. There's so many games right now.
So how do you think, I mean, obviously USA and Canada are dominating in men's.
Yes.
How do you think they look?
I think Canada looks so fucking good. It's kind of obscene. It's a little disgusting. Mm-hmm. Like when your top line is, what is it? Like McDavid, McKinnon, and Celebrini. Like what the shit? Like that shouldn't be allowed. That's problematic.
You got to handicap that somehow, right?
Yeah, that's not okay.
Everyone starts with 2 goals.
Yeah, right. Like that's not normal behavior.
No.
Like, or their like power play unit is like disgusting.
Didn't somebody compare their power play unit to like Harlem Globetrotters or something?
Something like that.
One of the goals they had, it was like a 5-person assist or something, or 4 people.
It was so stupid.
Yeah.
No, Canada looks amazing, and I really am liking them. They just look like they're having a really good time too. Like they just look like they're real happy to be there.
They do. They look to me really settled and comfortable with each other, and like they're trusting. They just know that they're all going to do the thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there doesn't seem to be any panic in their game at all. Well, I mean, it's hard to panic when it's 10-0 or whatever, but
right.
10-2.
10-2.
Yeah. But no, they do look very good. Who is your favorite on Canada at the moment? Or who are you noticing the most?
Celebrini's been a huge standout, gotta say. I always love watching Sidney Crosby play internationally, like in like any kind of, competition tournament kind of thing. He's just always so fun to see him with other like sort of really top of the line players.
He's an international man of mystery.
He sure is. He's just out there birding and baking banana bread and crushing it. Tom Wilson has been, I think, a little more interesting than I thought he would be.
Tommy Wilson looked pretty okay.
He's had some like good looking goals.
Yep.
And, a
lot of hustle too.
A lot of hustle. Yep. I don't think he's a bad player. I've always thought he was a pretty good player, actually. I just wish he would have toned down the goonery.
He got the boot today.
He did get the boot today. It doesn't look like there's any supplementary anything coming down.
Okay.
It was like a French player hit Jarvis and Tom went after him a bit, but it was like mutual.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as I saw those gloves come off, I was like, whoa, buddy, you better be careful.
I know, right? Like maybe they'll do a warning or something,
right?
But it doesn't look like there's any sort of like game that he has to set out or anything like that. So,
all right.
But yeah, I'm like, guys, better watch it.
And how are we feeling about Canadian goaltending? Haven't really got an opportunity to check it out, I guess.
I haven't really had much of an opportunity to check it out. Like, it'll be different when we see them against more offensively gifted teams, I think. But like, I'm not as worried about it because their offense is so crazy. Like, it's
and their
so
defense is really
loaded.
good too.
And their defense is real good. They got Kale McCarr and Devon Taves. Thomas Harley's been looking real good.
Yeah.
Thomas Harley had a game where he had the most ice time out of anybody. Like, it's really good. They just are like, they're a good team. They're clicking very well. So
cool.
I like them a lot. I think they're good.
All right. What do we think about USA?
They're there.
They're there.
No,
they look really good.
I think they look good. I think they look solid. Again, it's been hard to judge them against teams that are not as strong. Like, I need to see them against more defensively solid teams. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm really interested to see them against some of the, like Canada and whatnot. Like, once they start mixing up the groups here a little bit more, I want to see that. Yeah. Like, I think I just won't get like as good of a idea.
It's tough, right? I do think some of the veteran presence has been playing well for USA.
For sure. And, everyone's scoring. Like, it hasn't been a huge scoring drought.
Everyone is scoring.
Yes, they're all scoring.
They're all scoring.
And the goaltending's been fine.
I tell you what, I'm telling you, Hellebuck's nope.
Nope. You've been like every game, you've been like, pull Hellebuck, pull him now.
What was the first game I saw him play in? I was like, no, he's not there. He's not present. You need to get him out of there. And I've got no confidence in that man. I would send him back to the US.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yep.
Those are strong words from Fred.
We'll see how that turns out. And if I'm right, we'll certainly get into it again. And if not, we'll just pretend I never said it.
All right. Sounds good. I've already forgotten.
Yeah, so have I.
I will say there was, Finland had an upset early in the tournament, but since then they've played super, super strong, and I am excited to watch them keep playing.
I think they look really good too.
I think they do too, even if there is apparently coach drama there. So
yeah, well, I mean, the coach sucks.
Yeah.
But I didn't like him during Four Nations.
Right. So yes, apparently the rumor has it the players after Four Nations wanted to replace him with Paul Maurice.
Hell yeah, I would do the same thing.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be fun. That'd definitely be interesting.
Yeah.
So, well, we shall see what happens. But yeah, I would say I'm most interested right now in watching Finland and Canada. And I'm keeping an eye on the US too. They can be interesting. It's just kind of depending on who they're up against for me. But like even when Finland's winning like 11-0, I find them fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
So they just like the way they combine on doing things is just entertaining to me.
Very good. Yeah. And
it's also just basically like watching the Dallas Stars. There's so many current and former stars on there.
Yeah, no, right. Yeah.
I'm like, hi, Mikhail Granlund. Hi, Yoelki Ronsta. I know you guys.
Linda, Essa looks. He looks really good.
Essa Lindell is the best person.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were watching that game, they only had one commentator and he was not like the greatest commentator. It's hard to, I think, commentate when there's one person and one team's just dominating.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, like what are you going to say? Yeah, like, yep, they got another goal. You got to come up with all these other stories.
But I did like just how positively he was talking about our players. Like, he was like, Miro Heiskanen, the best edges. Essa Lindell, such a strong defender.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, you understand us. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to keep watching. I just need to, make a better schedule or something, because at this point, it just feels like the days have started to blur together. I feel like the math lady meme, but it's all just ice sports coming at my face.
Right.
So I got to figure that out.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I really like it. So
it's been great. I'm at the age where this is just awesome.
Yeah, we're just sports people now, I guess.
Apparently.
Like when I watch Jeopardy, I'm real good at sports questions.
Well, true.
I'm like, I got that one because I'm a sports agent. All right. Well, I think that's going to be the end of regulation for this week's episode of Ice is Slippery. You can find us on Tumblr, Blue Sky, TikTok, and Instagram at Ice is Slippery Pod. You can also email us at iceisslipperypod@gmail.com, where we would love to get suggestions for games and hear your hockey hot takes. Until next week, stay out of the penalty box.